There's a very intense squall line to our northwest that is heading this way.
National Weather Service in Indianapolis has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Eagle County, Sullivan County, Knox County, southwestern Clay County, Martin County, Greene County, David County, until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
On April 8, 2020, a fast-moving line of severe thunderstorms began to race across Illinois. A few tornadoes were possible, causing several tornado watches to be issued, while a 5% tornado risk was assigned. However, the larger threats were large hail and damaging winds, which prompted the Storm Prediction Center to issue an enhanced risk. We were within a 30% risk zone for both damaging winds and hail, with the added hatched marks indicating the greater chances for significant severe weather, including winds greater than 74 miles an hour and hail larger than 2 inches. Mesoscale discussion number 0317 was even posted with the words, "Damaging storms likely," written in all caps. Due to the pandemic and lockdown restrictions at the time, we decided to stay close within a half hour. Our target was Daviess County, Indiana. The flatter terrain there offers a great spotting area, and the sirens there are actually activated for severe thunderstorms.
It's been a very nice day today, actually kind of hot. It's about 80 degrees and you could probably see him kind of sweating already in this car. I decided to take my old car, my old A4. The bird's been crapping on it. There's paint coming off, peeling off everywhere. And all the buttons are kind of peeling off. There's dust everywhere here. It really needs to be cleaned. But if hail damage is one of the primary threats, then this is the perfect car for that kind of thing. All right, we're on the road. We're gonna head up to Montgomery and wait it out there. Might get a siren activation, may not. We'll just see what happens, but this line is strengthening. There's a couple more severe thunderstorm warnings that were just issued. But in the meantime, it's a very nice, beautiful day right now. You wouldn't think a big bad storm is coming this way, but it's coming. Alright, we're getting closer to Montgomery here. We just crossed the border to Daviess County, Indiana. Definitely smells like manure, but you can definitely see the squall line taking shape. No warnings have been issued yet locally here, but there's been a ton of warnings in Illinois, so I'd say any minute now Indianapolis will give us a warning here in Daviess County.
The National Weather Service in Indianapolis has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Eagle County, Sullivan County, Knox County, southwestern Clay County, Martin County, Greene County, Daviess County, until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Looks like we're stuck here at some random construction. Typical Indiana. Oh man, we got some beautiful lightning too, it looks like. All right, guys, so we just made it. Barely, but we did make it. They actually activated the sirens a little late, which actually worked to our advantage because we were still a few miles away from Montgomery when they issued the warning. But man, totally cool experience. Actually kind of eerie out here. The wind is pretty much calm. I'm actually going to fly the drone here in just a second and try to get a high picture of all the storms that are around here.
All right, so here we are looking west with the drone. I didn't really have any intentions of staying there longer than just a few minutes, as the lightning and the winds were kind of something that scared me a little bit, but as I was flying around, I noticed that the winds were kind of calm. You can see that the strongest cell on radar hasn't quite made it past the Wabash River. It's still in Illinois. The sun is set behind it, so you really can't see much definition, but you can see lightning poke through every now and then. So here we are looking northeast now. These storms have actually crossed the river already. They're in Indiana, they do have warnings attached to them, and they do provide a pretty nice light show with the church steeple as a great foreground.
There's a water tower back there. We could stop there for a brief moment and then leave.
So after flying the drone, we decided to leave town and view the storm out in the country.
Oh, I can see the flash of lightning from the water tower.
No.
Just reflect from there. Once we start hearing thunder, we're gonna leave because this is a big giant lightning rod.
Luckily, I was able to get some nice lightning photography as the line continued to approach the Indiana border. But everything was eerily quiet as the storm continued to draw closer.
There's some Amish folks trying to rush to get home.
No headlight.
That must be terrifying. Man, I can't imagine being in the storm with the horse. Oh my gosh.
I know it.
Looks nice and calm there. But this direction, all hell's breaking loose.
Until 8:15 p.m.
We decided to drive back to Montgomery to find another spotting location. However, we got interrupted by some EAS and another siren activation.
Near Lancaster or 8 miles north of Mount Carmel. 70 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. This is a radar indicated threat. At 7:55 p.m., a 71 miles per hour measured wind gust was reported at the Mount Carmel Airport, which is just north of Allendale. Impact. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Princeton, Mount Carmel, Fort Bragg, Oakland City, Petersburg, Albion, Greenville, Lancaster, Hawthorne, Owensville, West Salem, Winslow, Patoka, Allendale, Francisco, Somerville, Belmont, Warren Gap, Kingsburg, and Spurgeon. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:15 p.m. or 9:15 p.m. for the following counties in Illinois, Edwards and Wabash, and the following counties in Indiana, Gibson and Pike.
This might be good. Yeah, we could see better here. Yeah. Just for now.
Water flow, B11 water flow, Singleton 2105.
Wow.
As the storm continued to approach, we could start hearing reports of some serious wind damage just a half hour to our east in the Vincennes area.
Vincennes Fire Department, Vincennes Township Fire Department, need to respond to Walmart, 650 Camel, report of a semi that has blown over. Driver is still in the semi cab. Traffic will be on TAC 3, 6 clear 2108. Units en route to Kimmel to Walmart. Semi truck is leaking diesel fuel. Male still trapped inside. Have him on 911. 6 clear 2109.
Attention all Vincennes Township off-duty fire department. Respond to your station. Respond to your station. 6 clear 140.
So we're going to head to the Amish restaurant north of town. There's a nice empty area that we could record at. What is that?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, which way?
Take it right here. Yeah, it's knocking dust.
At this point, Knox County was getting hammered, as our scanner now only picked up just fragments of their radio traffic.
Take it right here.
I was hoping to get there before the storm did, but unfortunately, it looks like it beat us.
Parking lot.
Right there.
Right here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Maybe they had a power outage. I mean, that's why the lights were off.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
I think something like that windmill. That puppy's spinning that thing. What you want?
After the most severe winds passed, we decided to head back out. It seemed like the worst of it was over. I actually used an old police radar to confirm that the wind speeds were about 55 miles per hour north of Montgomery. Other places nearby experienced much higher speeds, as evidenced by the damage around it. At 9:30 Eastern, we arrived in Lagodi.
Look at this. Lagodi's out of power.
It's a small town, but with a bustling strip of businesses along the highway. To see it completely dark from a blackout was pretty weird.
Courtesy stop.
This is so weird.
The ghost town.
I mean, we always get a red light in Lagodi. You're always going to get a red light because there's so many lights here. But look at this. No lights.
Oh.
I don't think they'll be jumping anytime soon. Well, apparently Martin County is in trouble. Their dispatch center is down, which is located in Shoals, just a few miles east of Lagodi. And there's also been multiple fires reported around the county, so that's absolutely terrifying. Man, it's just gonna be a really rough night for some of these people. But we're heading back home to Jasper. They're getting nailed right now.
Overall, 31 tornado reports were received. The closest was an EF1 that hit the downtown area of Mooresville, Indiana. What you're seeing here is straight line wind damage at Vincennes University in Vincennes, Indiana. One of the dorms took a direct hit and blew off some of the roof. From my understanding, there were thankfully no students inside when this happened. It was just kind of weird to see the inside of these dorms from completely outside. You know, you can look at the beds, you can see the desks in there, you see a bunch of ceiling tiles, a bunch of wires, pipes, conduit. And the weird part is that if you looked at this from the ground, it actually doesn't look like the damage is that severe. But when you fly the drone on top, that's when you really get to see how extensive it really was. Some adjacent buildings also sustained damage, though not as severe. There's also a roof-mounted Siren not too far away either, but it was still standing when I checked. The Wabash steel mill also got some roof damage. You can easily just peep through the holes from above to reveal a dark interior with just a few lights still burning. There were still a few people without electricity, but looking back, thankfully, there were no serious injuries or deaths from this outbreak. Definitely was a fun one to chase and a great opportunity to get out, especially during a time of isolation. Hopefully we get more chances this year, but until next time.